the human factor. Let's give your squid a competitive edge. So we're going to give the squid a way of keeping track of how many prey it's eaten. We're going to open our prey scripts and add this to it. We're going to broadcast score just before we destroy the prey. So back down to the bottom, let's start with our prey starfish. Edit that script. Before we destroy myself, we want to broadcast score, which is from events. Broadcast message from down the bottom of events. Broadcast message. That'll happen before we destroy myself. We're broadcasting score. Broadcast score. Now I'm going to select that broadcast block and Control C on my keyboard to copy it. Then I can close my script and save it. And then with that script block copied, I can go and edit my other prey and paste it in, Control V, and connect it in the right spot and save that. So that'll save me a little bit of time. I'll do that with the crab as well. And who else did we have for prey? Prey. Octopus. Gotta eat that guy. Any other prey in here? No, that's it. Okay, very good. So let's see what broadcasting that score message does. If we play the game, does it do anything, or do we need to do a little more? If we go and grab some starfish. Okay, I don't see any score appearing, so we will need to do that. One of our final steps will be to create our score system. So let's edit our squid. Squid is what we need to edit. Okay, so we're going to say when created in our squid player controls. We're already adding that tag on. What we want to do now is keep track of a number variable for our score. So we'll go to variables and click create variable. And this number variable will be called score. Name score. And then the type, the information that we're keeping track of, is not true, false, or text or color. It's number. It's a number. Click OK. So now we've got these blocks here from variables. Set number score. Let's grab that block and put it inside when created. So we've got the player tag on there. Then we want to set the score. We want to give it a starting number. Let's start it at 0. So if we go to operators, grab this 0 block, the score will start at 0. And then we want a text field to display the score in our game. If we go to draw, and under text, we've got create text field. That's what we want. And what text are we going to put in there? We're not going to put text in there. We're actually going to put our score number in there. So we can throw this text away. And let's get our score number from variables. We want number score. We'll try to connect that in there. Now it doesn't want to go in because it is a number. And this text field is expecting text. So we need to convert this number into text using a special block from operators. Operators, down in the text section, we want create text with. Create text with, connect that into the text field block and put number score in there. Okay, so we've got score 0, text field showing the score. Let's make our font color yellow so it stands out in all this dark blue. To change the font color, we want to go to draw, and under text, we want set font color of text field to red. And let's make that yellow. Okay, let's play the game now. Let's see what we've got. And we can't see the text field because we need to position it on our camera, which starts really far away. So we'll go and add that. we want to constantly be positioning the camera, the text field constantly. So from events, we want this constantly block. To position the text field, we want a set position block from transform, set X position of myself to 0. And it's not going to be myself that we're positioning, so we can throw that away. It's going to be instance text field that we're positioning. So we can right click on instance text field up here and duplicate it and chuck that in there. So we're positioning the text field to where? To 0? No, not to 0. We want it to go to where the camera is. The block for that is from looks, under camera, camera X. Camera X. Good. Then we need to do the same thing vertically as well as horizontally. So right click on the set X position block, duplicate it, connect it underneath, and change these X's to Y's. Set the vertical position. Okay, so that'll position it correctly. Let's play that now. And there we go. There's our text field, looking pretty good. What if we go and eat some prey? Does it increase our score? No, our score is staying at 0. To increase our score, we need to add a couple more blocks. We need to receive that score message. To receive a message, we want to go to events. And down here under message sensing, we want when I receive message. And the message we were broadcasting out is score. So when I receive score, I want to increase the score variable number because remember it starts at 0. So let's duplicate that set number score block, pop it in here. Now when we score, we don't want to keep setting our score to 0, so we can throw that 0 away. We actually want to increase our score using an addition block from operators. Under numeric, 1 plus 1 is what we want. Setting the score to 1 plus 1. Now, it's going to be score plus 1. The score block is from variables, number score. Connect that into the left. So we're setting the score to whatever the score was, plus 1, which will increase it. Now, that's only half of the story. The other half of the story is to update the text field to make it display the new variable. We're going to use similar blocks to what we were doing up here. If we go to draw and grab set text of instance text field, that's the block we want to update a text field. Set text of instance text field. Do we want it to be blank text? No, we can throw that away. We actually want it to be this, create text with number score. So we can just duplicate that block and pop it into there. So our score increases, our text field should update. Let's play the game, and the tutorial has a little screenshot of what your script should look like as well. If we start the game, we can go and eat some prey and increase our score. So play through the game and see how high you can get your score to. I'm going to move on to the last step.